a desolate Brigade Road there. You don't get to see that very often, but barely anyone around, all the shops remaining closed. Remember, at about 6 p.m. is when the Bandh comes to an end, and shops, restaurants, malls, all of it will open post that. But as of now, despite the fact that the protests have died down, despite the fact that several of the activists have now gone ahead and dispersed from Freedom Park, it looks like all of it is continuing with regards to shops being closed down, malls being closed down. All of it will open only at 6 p.m. despite the fact that now everything has come to a calm. The leaders of Kannada organizations led by Vatal Nagaraj have made their way and are on their way, in fact, to meeting the Chief Minister. They will be meeting him at the Vidhana Saudha, where they will go ahead and submit a memorandum, and that is why they've gone ahead and proclaimed this as a rather successful Bandh. And these were the scenes witnessed across the day in the course of those protests. It started off, of course, with all these groups coming together at Town Hall. They started from different parts of the city, started their protest march and walked up to Town Hall, which is where the huge group came together. Nearly 2,000 activists from Town Hall walked up to Freedom Park. Now, after they reached Freedom Park, the police, in fact, took away about 5 of these pro-Kannada organization leaders in a jeep to meet the Chief Minister. So now things have calmed down, and we understand that several of these activists have dispersed, considering that Vatal Nagaraj is now going to meet the Chief Minister and put across a memorandum that will seek better safety for women and children in the city. My colleague Deepak joins us over the phone lines with more details. Deepak, you have tracked this particular Bandh day all the way through with regards to the protests especially. If you could give us a concise view on all that took place today.
Right, Akshita, this particular protest, which began from about 9 o'clock. Now, various activists from Karnataka Rakshana Vedike, other pro-Kannada activists, and a few parents, students, all these activists came together in protest now today for a cause. The cause, as we all know, is to make the that was their main aim. They wanted to show the government that they have to be proactive when it comes to protecting women and children in our city especially. So we saw various activists joining in as I followed a march which came from Mekri Circle, from Malaysia, from Mekri Circle, from Racecourse Road. It came to the Racecourse Road, and then Town Hall. This was a hub where all activists came together. From Town Hall, this march was massive. About more than 2,000 people. Speaking to Alok Kumar, he also went on to say probably over 2,000 people were participating in this particular march. They staged demonstrations as they marched through the roads from Town Hall to Freedom Park. And now, while Vatal Nagaraj addressed the media and the crowd in Freedom Park, he said that he was extremely disappointed that while the Bandh was called, BMTC and KSRTC buses were flying to the road. He said that was embarrassing for the organization who called for the Bandh as well. However, the Bandh came to conclusion at Freedom Park as soon as they reached Freedom Park after a final march for the activists waving slogans and beat of drums. That's when the entire protest came to a apt conclusion, Akshita. This is when finally a few leaders will now go ahead with the memorandum. So that marks the end of today's protest march. At least Bandh will continue till the scheduled time till about 6:30. That's when we might see the city reopening and all the shops coming back to the usual routine. For now, we also came to know that a few people night had been detained there, but very few. Last night, few people who were considered police or upcoming rowdies or anybody who they are suspected would create any sort of violence in this particular march were taken into preventive custody. Today again, very probably and a few people were picked up again for preventive custody, Akshita. So overall, the police have managed to make this a safe protest march. No untoward incidents taking place that really stood out. The police managed somehow to navigate the traffic as well. So overall, a successful one from the side of the activists and a successful one from the side of the police as well to manage to control the entire situation.
Right, Deepak, thank you so much for talking to News9 and taking us through all those updates. And of course, it seems quite clear that there seems to be quite a bit of calm now, considering that it's all over now. And well, as you can see, meeting with the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah there, he is meeting with the organization leaders and taking that memorandum.
Camera in the other public camera in the camera in
And well, the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah meeting with Vatal Nagaraj and several other pro-Kannada organization leaders. Home Minister KJ George also present there. So of course, it looks like they have submitted that memorandum. Doesn't look like they're exchanging any sort of harsh words, calling for action. Seems like a very light and intimate meet where Vatal Nagaraj seems to be talking to the Chief Minister about what can be done. And as you can see, other leaders also present there, all of them speaking it out with the Home Minister and Siddaramaiah. This is in the Vidhana Saudha, is what we understand.
Okay.